And we begin with two more Valley cities pulling the plug on flock safety cameras.
Tempe and Cave Creek now are ending their contracts, citing concerns about privacy. This comes one day after Governor Hobbs and Republican challenger for this election, Andy Biggs, weighed in on this issue. Fox 10's Jacob Luthi is live tonight with what they're saying about it. Jacob.
Yeah, Christina, John, look, it's important to note that the city of Tempe mentioned that they found no cases of misuse here in the city. Instead, they're pointing to cases of misuse in other jurisdictions, including here in the Valley. And it's also important to note that Tempe announced they're taking this a step further than what we've seen in other cities. They're not going to replace these cameras with another company. Just 2 weeks after vowing to end data sharing from its flock cameras, Tempe is going a step further, shutting the cameras down entirely.
It came to the larger, more global conversation that was taking place about automated license plate readers, there was sort of widespread concern about misuse and about privacy rights.
Mayor Corey Wood says Tempe police found no misuse of its flock system, but the city has now shut off all 33 automated license plate readers. Wood says the city's pilot program with Scottsdale-based Axon will also end. Councilman Bobby Nichols says he's been on this fight since last October.
It doesn't matter what your political beliefs are. You have a right to safe and secure personally identifying information. You have a right to have your privacy protected under the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution.
Cave Creek joined Tempe Wednesday as the latest Arizona jurisdictions to pull the plug on flock, joining Surprise, Pinal County, and Chandler, all of which have announced plans to end their programs this month. The move comes amid growing concerns over alleged misuse, officer resignations, and privacy. Both gubernatorial candidates now weighing in.
I believe the state's role is not telling local communities how to solve crimes, how to deploy technology in their communities, but our job is to put in place guardrails.
We need to make sure we have the technology necessary to protect the public. But you have a very delicate balancing act that you're going to have to deal with, some serious constitutional constraints that we have to be careful with.
Unlike other cities leaving the door open to the technology, given more guardrails, Tempe says it won't partner with any ALPR camera company. The city acknowledges dropping flock will change how police conduct some investigations. But Mayor Wood says he has full confidence in Tempe police.
They're still going to continue to provide the same high levels of public safety and service to all of the people who live, work, and play in the city of Tempe. But at the same time, they're just going to simply identify new ways to do that.
Now, Tempe says that previous data collected will be automatically deleted after 30 days unless it's connected to an ongoing investigation. As we've seen with other cities, it is responsible for flock to take down the cameras themselves. Again, no timeline right now as to how long that will be. Reporting live in Tempe tonight, Jacob Luthi, Fox 10 News.
Jacob, thanks. The Surprise Police Department says an investigation into one of its officers found that they did not misuse the flock camera system. That officer has been fully cleared. They found that the officer's use of the system, which raised some questions initially, was for legitimate public safety purposes, and that the anomaly was detected because the officer accessed the website through what's known as a bookmark, making it appear that the officer was repeatedly making the same search. That raised red flags. But they cleared him. They say everything's okay. That officer will return to work this week.
A man arrested for damaging a City of Phoenix photo radar camera. Police say 20-year-old Brandon Ribadenera was speeding near Cave Creek Road and Deer Valley Drive, was flashed by the camera. So he pulled over, pushed over the camera before hitting it several times with a rock. He left, he came back, and then apparently tried to drag the camera down the street using his car. He was upset. The city estimates he caused nearly $50,000 worth of damage. Ribadenera posted a $15,000 bond, so he's out now.